What's happening, everyone, and welcome back to 212 Projects. You join us here at Stafford Showground for the Max Power reunion show. The boys behind me are setting up the chain stand, but the big question is, did the Corsa make it? Well, find out for yourself. So it is currently Thursday morning and this car needs to leave for Staffordshire, which is a 6-hour drive away, at 6 AM on Saturday morning for the reunion show. And right now it is looking a bit sorry for itself. There's so much still to do. So basically it's getting trailered down, it's not driving, it hasn't run yet, it hasn't even seen the road since we put the Z20 light in it, so I don't really fancy a 6-hour drive to be the test drive. So we've got a trailer and it's going down on the back of that, but I still want it running and driving so I can at least drive it on and off the trailer and drive it into position for it in the trade stand. So in order for that to happen, we've got a list of things we still need to do. And this is that list. It doesn't look a lot, but there's a bit of work just in this list. So first we need to mount the intercooler, then we need to finish off the boost pipes, then we need to mount and wire in the fan, and then we need to fan up an exhaust of some sort, and then we still need to bleed the coolant and bleed the clutch because that's not done yet. So like I said, there's still a decent bit of work to do just to get this thing to drive on and off the trailer. That's all it really needs to do, because I don't really fancy pushing it on and off a trailer at 6 AM in the morning outside my house. But that's the mechanical side, that's to get it running and driving. Looks wise, I still don't have a kit. It is currently 10:30 on Thursday morning and I don't have the rest of the body kit, which, to be quite frankly, I am really not happy about. I've spoke to the people who are making it, I've been assured that it will be here by tomorrow, but I'm not holding my hopes up. I've been promised in the past that it would be here for a certain time, and to be perfectly honest, they've kinda screwed me over on this, but we're hopeful. We're going to a Max Power show. I want the car looking at least with a Max Power body kit on it. I can't take a car to a Max Power show and not have a Max Power body kit on it. But I digress, I'm getting sidetracked. That is tomorrow's problem, hopefully. Today's problem is mechanical stuff. Get this thing running and, fingers crossed, by tonight, moving under its own steam. So we'll see what happens. So first step is I need to get the bumper off, and then I'm probably going to start with the fans, because obviously they're behind the radiator and then the intercooler and everything is in front of it. So if I start with that and then work my way forward, it should go to plan, but we'll see what happens.
And if you hear this and then go on, bend your back, go on, bend your knees, baby, shake it to the max.
So we've got the bumper off now, and we're going to start mounting the fan. Right now it looks like there's plenty of space in there, so I'm going to mount, I do have 2 fans, but I'm just going to mount one for now. So I'm going to mount it there, and then I can wire it in, and hopefully it works.
Bad man she love, bad man she love, yeah. Bad man she love, bad man she love, bad man she love, yeah. Bad man she love, bad man she love, yeah. Your pussy fat inna your shot.
Oh, you dealing with the boss?
Yeah. Make you come first, coulda never take a last. Yeah. Like a ball pump up the pussy fast. Skin out the pussy for me fuck it.
So I've changed the plug on the fan and the body side loom, because obviously there are 2 different plugs. So instead of trying to find a plug that matched, I just bought a new one. So I've changed them over now, and now I'm going to mount the fan to the radiator, plug it in, and then I'll need to wait to see if it works. So let's go. So the fan is mounted and plugged in. Actually it went easier than what I thought. I've never mounted a fan on the radiator before, so surprisingly not too difficult. Next up is the intercooler. I need to mount the intercooler, probably make brackets up for it, and then we can run the boost pipes. So I did buy an intercooler, but the way this end was, it kind of turned round to the back of it. It wasn't going to fit with the body kit. So I bought another intercooler with 2 straight ends, and we're going to mount it basically behind the crash bar. So I'm going to make 2 wee brackets, the bolt to the bottom of this and then to the top of the intercooler, and that should hold it in position of where we need it, and then we can start building boost pipes. Okay, so now the intercooler is finally mounted, it's now time to get the boost pipes all connected up. So we've got a massive box of silicone joiners and pipes and clamps and everything you need. So hopefully there's stuff in here, or there's enough in here that I can make boost pipes. Then we can get all the intercooler and boost pipe system finished. Okay, so now all the boost pipes are on. I didn't film any of it because they were a bit of a pain in the arse, and to be honest it was a lot of measuring, cutting, fitting up, measuring, cutting, and it just really wasn't that exciting. And to be honest it was a lot quicker just doing it off camera, and it had to be done. So they're done now, they're on. I still need 3 or 4 Jubilee clips, but I'll pick them up tomorrow. So now we can cross boost pipes off the list and then move on to the next job. So it's Friday and the car is out the garage, finally. This is the last push to get it ready for Max Power reunion tomorrow. We're having issues bleeding up the coolant, but hopefully we'll sort that out soon. And the clutch is being a nightmare to bleed, so we don't know if it's going to drive on and off the trailer, and if not, that's not that big a deal. But the main thing is looks, and part of the looks is the exhaust, and part of the exhaust is something that I've wanted on a car for such a long time. I'm so excited to finally put it on the Max Power Corsa. And you may be wondering, what is it? What are you talking about? Well, it's this. Yes, that's right, it's a cherry bomb back box. You can't get any more 2000 than this. For now though, it won't actually be connected to the exhaust, it will just be sitting in place to look the part. Whether I do connect it up at a later date and see what it sounds like is a different story, but for now we're just going to sit it in place. We're just going to get it mounted and sitting in place so it looks the part, because that's all that really matters for this car for this weekend. So let's get it fitted.
1 hour later.
So we're going to scratch that idea because the cherry bomb, it doesn't really fit, and I don't have enough time to make it fit before we need to leave. So I'm going to run it with no exhaust. Well, I say run it, it doesn't really run right now. So I'm going to take it with no exhaust on it, and I might take the cherry bomb anyway and place it and just set it in place to make it look like it's there. I don't know, we'll see. But now we're just quickly wiping the car down because I've got some decals to go on the car that should look okay and should make the fact that the car's not finished working our favour. So like I said, we're just wiping the car down now to put some stickers on it, and I'll maybe show you what that looks like before we go, or you might have to wait until we're there to see it, but I'll see how I feel. So while the boys are putting the stickers on the Corsa, Ryan is in my living room doing the stock order.
the next day.
So, Saturday morning, Corsa's all loaded up on the trailer. We're just about to head down for a 6-hour drive down to Stafford Showground. You'll see you there. So it's Sunday morning, it's show day here at Stafford Showground for Max Power Reunion Show. The tray stand's all set up, the cars are on show out front, and it looks like it's going to be a scorcher of a day. It's absolutely packed here. There's so many cars, I was not expecting how many cars are here today, but we'll see how the day goes. I'll catch up with you later. As well as the Corsa, we are also releasing our brand new merch range for this year. We've got new t-shirts and new hoodies, and I personally think they look great. Our only hoodie in the new range is our piston design. It doesn't matter if it's cable ties or duct tapes, fixed is fixed. Such a true saying. As well as that, we've also got two brand new t-shirts in a classic black and never before released white. So we'll see how this goes. And if you're not a fan of back prints, because I know not everyone is, we've also got a plain black and a classic chest print front. I think this looks absolutely brilliant, quite subtle, and it's great for wearing out for dinner, out to the shops, out on a night out, wherever you want to. As well as some of our old stock, we do have our new stock with us, and I hope you like it as much as we like it. So there we go, Max Power Reunion Show 2025 is done. We've had a great day, the stand looked great, the new merch range was a hit, the Corsa and Ryan's GT86 got lots of attention. We've just started packing up and we're going to get ready for a 6-hour drive back home up to Scotland. So as always, thank you very much for watching, I'll catch you in the next one.